How do you make an impact with floor staff when turnover is at an all-time high?
Oh boy. Matt, do you want to take a stab at that? Do
Well,
you want me to
yeah,
jump
sure.
in?
I touched on it earlier. Look, I think a well-trained staff is a staff that's going to stick around. If you're a young kid on a selling floor and the consumer comes in and starts peppering you with questions about a particular product and you can't answer them, you think you're going to want to come in the next day? I don't think so. That's just not fun to stand there and feel like a dummy because you didn't know the answer. So I think a well-trained staff is one way to reduce employee turnover. But it's a reality and it's not going to go away. And so there has to be some kind of mechanism where there's constant training going on. And that's where I throw it to Steve.
Thanks. No, look, it's a great question because it is a major challenge faced by brands, for everything you just said, Matt. It's definitely something that I experienced, as I mentioned earlier, when I had my agency, trying to do all these revenue driving initiatives like training employees and just trying to be able to do it at scale and constantly when you are dealing with staff turnover. I mean, I would go visit a store, then go back and visit and train them about Tom's and our 1-for-1 mission at the time, and then go back and visit that same store 6 weeks later, and it was an entirely different set of staff. So I think, to your point, Matt, it is about having those constant touch points, making sure they're educated, making sure everyone's comfortable, and hopefully that helps reduce the churn that these retailers face. But leveraging technology is critical to do this and to make sure that you are educating at scale all year long, because churn isn't going anywhere. Yes, we absolutely hope we can help reduce it by making sure those staff are educated and feel comfortable in their jobs, by making sure they're well compensated. In another recent survey we did, a lot of staff felt like maybe even though they are making more money today than they were, that hey, they're struggling to keep up and wish they were getting paid more. We know we can help with that through the cash rewards that brands can offer staff employees for selling their product. And so again, this really came down to why we built Endeavor. When I used to go visit those stores and do training, it was a single touch point. And when I ran a contest and sent them the poster, it was a single touch point. And so really what we've done with our platform was take those single touch points and make it easy for brands to just leverage that to stay connected. That single touch point now is download our app. And now the brand will have that regular touch point with you to make sure that associate is well educated and hopefully they're staying on longer. But we've leveraged the app and leverage technology and leverage referral systems to ensure that employees are encouraged and incentivized to invite new colleagues who have joined the store after an old one left to get on the platform as well and start participating and learning and earning and selling and earning. So yeah, I think, technology is the key to try and make sure you're staying connected all year long and helping overcome the challenges of high turnover at retail.
I